Okay, I'm gonna get started in a bit. I'm just checking some stuff. Testing, testing. Testing. My microphone. Testing. Not muffled. It's not like a. Can't hear the fan. Really? Peaking a bit. Yeah. Okay. That's annoying. I'm gonna adjust the levels a bit. Let me know if it still peaks. Okay. Does it still peak? La 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 la. Hello. Weird, it still peaks. Could it be my mic? Like, is it? Hold on. Okay, now it's much softer, right? It can't be peaking still. Or is it peaking? Now it should be about as loud as the music actually. Is it too soft now? It's very soft, but is it peaking? Because I don't know, I'm not sure if they are the same thing. Maybe like the mic is peaking, but I'm just lowering the volume. Still peaking. Okay, is it better if I speak further away? You need to lower mic only. Yeah, I'm lowering the mic. I'm lowering the mic. Okay, what about now? Like maybe I shouldn't speak too close to the mic. Now I'm sitting like a distance away. Is it better? Keep talking. Hello. Testing. I don't know why it keeps peaking because... Yeah, I don't know. Because the levels seem okay. The level doesn't go to the red. But yeah, it seems to be peaking. Don't know why. But now I'm sitting further from my mic, so I'm not speaking directly into it. Like right now my music is too loud? Okay. Yeah, okay. Now it should be quite bad, right? Like now the peaking. Is the peaking quite a problem? Or the same? Maybe it's the same. Same meaning it is peaking a little bit. That's annoying. Maybe I feel like maybe it's something with the mic. I don't know. That's weird because okay, what if I'm gonna turn the mic away from me. So now the mic is facing the other way. Is it very bad? So the mic is facing away from me actually. I assume it's gonna be super soft, but I don't know. No what? Not much difference. Okay. I don't know how to prevent the peaking, but I guess we'll just make do. Fixes the peaking a bit. Okay, I'm gonna type a little bit. Maybe it's because now it's facing my keyboard, so maybe it's gonna be a bit of a problem if I start typing. Well, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do a type test. It's okay. All right, so this is better than the usual. Slightly better. Slightly better, slightly less peaking. Okay, then I'll do this. Then I will face it away from me. Actually, I don't have to. Maybe I could. Okay, let me try something. Okay, let me try this. Oh, so this is the mic facing downwards. I don't know if it helps. So now it's facing my table, I guess. Is it working? Is it working? Better? Worse? Same? Less peaking? More peaking? Similar to facing away, huh? Okay, then let's just face away anyway then. Huh. Okay, I see. Alright, okay. So anyway, let's get started. Thank you for your help, my audio engineer. Okay. Okay. Alright, so today I have a couple of papers that I'm interested in. Two of these are by Adam Kopp and others. And then one is, I just found this out by Aki Vattery about R-star. I have no idea what that is, and seems like interesting. So just a bit of background. Recently my work is applied to neural networks, and it works quite well for small examples, but there's a problem, right? It's only small examples. When I try to scale it out using large neural networks, more than like maybe say like a few thousand parameters, then the sampling gets super expensive, and then things get at least for examples, for like a test code, it becomes very slow, right? So yeah, and it's super hard to get convergence. That's the main problem. In fact, you almost never get it, and that makes it super hard to interpret your chains, because if it doesn't converge, I don't know what you really can say about it. Some fields seems to be okay with that, but yeah, that's a problem that I've been facing. So this work right here claims to be able to scale to CNN over 400,000 parameters. So I wonder what that means. Like, can you really do what I think? Can this really do what I think it's saying to do, or maybe it's still by some other metric that is not the usual convergence and effective sample size type of evaluation. Okay, so let's begin. This should be quite a small paper, actually, like a short paper. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 pages. What? Okay, but then it's a tiny bit more. Not much. Oh, shoot. My browser's hang. What? Oh, okay. Why is it hanging? What the heck? Nothing happening, right? Okay. Alright, so I hopefully should be able to finish this quite fast. Why is my sampler, why is my browser lagging? The computer is tripping all day. Okay, so let's start. These people are from Oxford. Introduce new method for inference in BNN using HMC. We show how the previously introduced semi-separate HMC sampling scheme can be adapted to BNN. Shoot. Okay, so I probably need to know that scheme maybe. If we adapt it to BNN, I don't really know what it means, which allow us to integrate over both parameters and hyperparameters. Okay, we derive a suitable Riemannian metric for the BNN hyperparameters and show that it's positive definite. Okay, compared to dropout and deterministic, well, inference method display better, calibrate uncertainties with performance comparable to current baselines. Alright, camel torch. Okay, cool. Let's dive right in. Okay. Yeah. Variational approaches, gradient-based optimization are preferred due to escapability. Yeah. It's well known to be mode-seeking and struggles to provide uncertainty. Yeah, that's true. We introduce new HMC for inference, which is not only good for accuracy as also good at uncertainty quantification, and that's good. In particular, we introduce a new way of performing RM, HMC, and BNN avoids infeasibility requirements of computing the Hessian. What? So it wants... Wait. So it's suggesting to run Riemannian HMC on BNNs. Whoa, how would that look like? Okay. I mean, it's gonna be damn expensive right off the bat, that's my intuition. It's gonna be huge. We build on previous work, but adapt to BNN, introduce a new scheme called semi-separable HMC. Semi-separable HMC. Alright. Which, unlike before, no longer requires all the blocks to be separable. Okay, so it feels like I should be reading number 7 first. Maybe? Maybe? Oh yeah, I know this paper. Like I just saw it just now. Okay, oops. Paper does not exist. Wait. Hopefully it's not too long. Well, it's the nearest paper, so probably like what, 10 pages? 10, 11 pages? 9 pages. Very well. Okay, so... Alright. Okay, so let's read the Adam Cobb paper first and see if we can understand it. Okay, so Hamiltonian from RMHMC for BNN. This is the... I need some context. Where F is our Bayesian hierarchical model. What? So this is the posterior, and then this is the term governing the Riemannian metric. Where this is, I think, the constant. I mean, not a constant, but this is like the term beside. I don't know, the multiplicative term, and then this is the metric term. G is the Fisher information matrix. Gaussian prior-over weights is parameterized by the precision hyperparameter, which it itself follows a gamma distribution with the shape and rate as well as the gamma function. Okay. The precision parameter controls how much the weight are allowed to vary. We can tie each group of weights in a given layer to their own precision. We can tie each group of weights in a given layer to their own precision. Such that each layer has a precision associated to the weights. Okay, so basically you're giving hold up. Yeah, you're giving a different prior for, or rather a different parameterization for each layer, but not each. Different hyperparameter for each layer, okay. And the precision associated with the biases. The challenge of performing Riemannian manifold over at BNN comes from calculating Hessian. That's true. For example, we are going to be performing with 400,000 parameters. Yes, that's exactly the point, is that you can't really compute the whole thing without an absurd amount of memory and time, you know. Okay, we're going to follow a formulation of semi-separable HMC, but make it more suited for BNN. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this paper is not going to talk too much about the semi-separable, which I should know. Actually, rather, that's the point of me reading this. I want to know about that. Okay, but anyway, let's see. The key insight of SSHMC is to split G into blocks. Where each block is independent from the other set of parameters. Okay, would be independent of omega and G2 omega and omega tau. Okay, if we keep this block structure for equation 1, we can split the Hamiltonian Hold up. Let me think carefully about this. Let me check back the Girolami paper a bit. So the facial information matrix is the Hessian of the expectation of the Hessian of the negative log posterior. Oh shoot, I don't remember. Okay. Right. So the oh, I was right actually. Yeah, so it is the expectation of the Hessian of the negative log posterior density. The example problem join the metric tensor, i.e., which is the expected facial information matrix plus the negative Hessian of the log prior. Why? Oh, because this is joined. Okay. Okay. Which means that at every point, I mean, the key computation is that we are able to compute this. It's fine, but every time we make a Hessian out of it, it's gonna take, you know, like a ON square. Yeah, ON square space and some, I guess, ON squared time. I guess maybe ON square time. I don't know. ON square plus n, which is ON square. Yeah. Okay, wait, there's a few discussions about this. Wait, hold on. It's been a while since I've looked at this paper. Okay. The formal definition of the distance between two parameterized density functions appeared in Rao and took the quadratic form, where G is shown to be this. Or yeah, you can think about this as the expectation of the Hessian, or you can think about the covariance of the gradient of the, I guess they call this a score. Do they call this a score? Log. Yeah. Oh wait, hold up. Y given theta. Oopsie daisy. The expected efficient information matrix noted that G is the definition, blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, okay, so alright. The choice of the observed. Yeah, so covariance of the score. So the main idea is that wait, but this is with respect to y given theta. Fisher information matrix plus the negative Hessian of the log prior. Okay. I don't think I should get hung up on that, but okay. So yeah, we split this into blocks, and then assume that they are. So yeah, so we're making a block independent, and then we can write the equations more nicely. We can say, so this one. Okay, so you can do you can make both problems smaller. So this would be. I see. So you actually break up this part. So so that means the top term that depends on omega has this term and this term. And then the last one has just this term, right? Oh, you have this term too, yeah. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Sorta. Minus plus A. What the heck is A? Oh, kinetic energy. I see. But usually are they the same? Okay, this is an important point. The coupling is done through the fact that both terms exist in both equations. So you can see this is A P omega given tau. So this is in the sense of having tau known, fixed. And then this is A P tau given omega, right? So you have these two. And the point that it makes is that if we don't have this, right, if we don't have this sharing, then wait, by the way, how does, but then what do you mean? You just add them up, right? But if you add them up, wouldn't it be too many of them? Shouldn't it be half or something? Wait, maybe my math tripping up. Half log 2. Where did that go? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So we just kind of, okay, I see. So that's all. I think that's all absorbed. Wait, but the kinetic energy component Okay, wait. You can split the Hamiltonian. Alright. So it is through this dynamics that this system is gonna give you a Hamiltonian system, and this Hamiltonian system is gonna affect the momentum through these two terms, and then that in turn is gonna affect this system. That's why the two energy share, the two systems share energy, right? It is just coupling along with the long determinant terms. Yes, of course, and then there's this term, log determinant terms that share the energy. Otherwise, it would just be Gibbs sampling. Yeah. The advantage of jointly integrating over hyperparameters and parameters is that the trajectory in the hyperparameter space is informed by the current location in the augmented space, augmented parameter space. Okay, I mean, I get what this means if you compare it to a hierarchical setting where it does not depend, I think. Hold up, so omega is the weight, right? And then tau is the precision, the hyperparameter. So you have much more omega than tau, am I right? Seems like so. I think, I don't know. Oh no, you have the same number. Well, but you just said it's per layer, what? Okay, wait. Okay. Ah, okay, now they get into this. Yeah, it's not so obvious. Therefore, rather than building a separable Hamiltonian for h tau, we allow g tau omega to be dependent on tau whilst still keeping omega fixed. What? What does that even mean? While still keeping omega fixed? Huh? We can then derive the following matrix that only contains the diagonal elements. Oh, that looks so cheap. Q? What is Q? What is alpha? Over the non-separable version does not come at the same combination cost as the Hessian. The advantage of employing HMC over the non-separable version does not come at the same computational cost as calculating the Hessian for omega, as there are fewer hyperparameters, e.g. 2 per layer. Wait, I am a bit confused. The advantage does not come at the same cost. we refer this, wait, that one separable version of, it's not comment to sync condition. Okay. What is, wait, I'm a bit shocked. What is alpha? What is QL? Or is it some, oh, is it we just choose it ourselves, really? Okay, let's see how it scales. The network is PyTorch MNIST based on Linnet, 2 layers and 2 connector layers, 400,000 weights and biases. The performance is compared to baseline. The deterministic neural net trained with stochastic gradient descent, MC dropout with p.2. For each inference approach, the networks are trained for the first 10,000 digits, then validated on the next 1,000 and tested on the standard 1,000. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I see, okay. Oh, okay, quite close, I guess. Wait, how many did they train? How did they say how many iterations? Never say. In figure 1, the top plot shows the distribution of predictive entropies for all models over the test data. For all models, what does that mean? So average across the chains, right? The samples. All models achieve good performance, low entropy. The interesting result is shown in the bottom plot, where we expect our models to be uncertain due to making predictions over data that do not feature in the training data. The deterministic neural net, which is blue, is poor, with the vast majority over having low, which shows overconfidence, right? But Bayesian neural net appears suitably less confident. Oh, this is interesting. However, S3 HMC significantly outperforms the variational approach. This is shown by the predictive entropies lying much further to the right. Okay. Oh, I am confused. I am very confused because, okay, well, I have some questions, obviously. First of all, when we have predictive entropy, maybe I don't understand predictive entropy correctly, but the way I understand it is, yeah, like what it describes, which is that it looks for basically just it's a measure of uncertainty, right? So let's look at this. So the entropy term is also something like the negative log of the negative p log p, right? For p less than 1. Wait, have I read this? No, but this looks useful. Shit. In addition, intextured bias to 4 types of uncertainty: variance, predictive entropy, mutual information. What is predictive entropy? I think I looked at this before, but I forgot what it is. Another nearest paper. Oh, it's Hoffman and Garamani and Hernandez Lobato, who are all big names, I think. They cite where they get predictive entropy from. Four. Multiplicative normalizing flows. I still don't really know what normalizing flows are. Maybe I should. Oh wait, have I seen this paper? I mean, okay, they all look kind of similar. Huh? Bounding the entropy, parameterizing. Yep, the sum of Q log Q, yeah, so it's expectation lah. That means we are looking at the average of the terms. Mean predictive entropies of all the models. Isn't predictive entropy... Damn it. Ah. Okay, this looks like correct. Please don't give me some nonsense things I can't access. Why is it taking so long? Why are you loading? It's just a website, bro. Yo, what? It's stalling? Oh my god, then now I refreshed it. Oh my god. Download. It's so annoying. So predictive entropy is U bar. So we have the posterior and then the negative entropy. The expectation of the posterior and negative entropy. Okay. Okay. So if the predictive entropy is high, it means that we have low probability. Okay, I see what you mean. Because this is, so this is, okay, I think I get it. So this is the average of the histograms. Wait, the mean. Oh no, the mean of all models. So that means I take the mean of the predictive entropy of one of the model, and I get a line, and I plot a histogram out of it. Which means in general, the higher it is, the more uncertain the algorithm is. This is overconfidence. So my question is also that how do we know what is good, right? So clearly when it comes to MNIST test data, confidence is somehow good, and then when it comes to not MNIST data, not so confident is somehow good. I mean, we understand that this is not from the same set, but how do we know what is the appropriate level of entropy? Is it the higher the better necessarily? Is it always best to be not certain? Maybe I'll ask my supervisor tomorrow. But okay, this is interesting. Alright, let's see how we implement it. Alternating blockwise leapfrog. Oh. The structure of the semi-separable means the original if they are simulated exactly. Finally, one observation is that each leapfrog step can take each leapfrog integration can take multiple steps. Okay, so you sample your momentums from smaller problems. Well, in this case, alright. And then you take your Hamiltonian as a sum. Wait, I'm confused, but if you add them up, then wouldn't this be twice? So this would be 2 of this, which means it would be just this. Then where the half go? Okay, maybe I don't understand splitting correctly. Okay, anyway, note that integrators can take multiple leapfrog steps. You take the okay, let's be careful here. So you leapfrog in note that the integrators below can take multiple leapfrog steps. Wait, what do you mean? As in, isn't L the number of leapfrog steps? No? The integrators below can take multiple leapfrog steps. Then what is this? Then what is L? This is one. Yeah, this is just one sample, right? One iteration of the sampler. Oh my god, I'm hanging. Okay, so you start with this. You take half a step, then you keep these two fixed. Then now you update the other guy, where you keep this two fixed, and then you go the other way. Interesting. So the whole thing is similar to like a. So just make sure that it is reversible, I guess. So when you do it like this, it has the flavor of the half step, full step, half step updates, and within itself you have the separate updates. Okay, I see. So this is how many cycles you do this iteration, this alba. But then within itself you can take multiple leapfrog steps. I wonder if they have to be the same number of leapfrog steps. It makes sense that they should be the wait, is it? No, it doesn't have to be, because each one of them is reversible, and this makes everything reversible. So reversible, reversible, reversible is all reversible. I think it should be okay, even though I don't know if there's if it's good or bad to do that. Then you take your latest things and then you find your standard Metropolis updates, and you're done. Okay, seems clean. Alright, let's take a look at this now. The reminding metric according to the Fisher information, or in this case is the G dependent on with tau fixed. And then we can write it separately. This is where tau corresponds to the precision. We can now form a non-separable G tau by looking at, yeah, here we refer to both as T as they can be used interchangeably. Alright, number of parameter type 2 is defined as QL. Okay. Also, that's how you recover this. Oh, okay. For the results, alright. So sine. We jointly integrate over the network parameters and hyperparameters, including the output precision. Okay, so in this case the output precision is what is it, 100. Alpha is that the key insight is that the value of alpha is especially significant when performing over the output precision. Increasing the value of alpha allows the samples to increase to a region of higher log probability. But wait, how is this shown? What's purple? Output precision. Okay. Wait, but alpha is here, right? So, how do you choose alpha again? Oh, alpha is known. Yeah, alpha is known. So alpha means you allow your alpha is it the location parameter or the scale parameter? Shape. Yeah. Shape parameter. So it's something like the variance in some sense. So if you use a higher, then it can go to higher. Makes sense, I guess, because in this case you are using your alpha to define the prior for this guy, right? I don't know. This plot is a little bit unsatisfying because, I mean, these are the fundamentally different skill levels, right? You plot them together, then you know how you see anything. I don't know. 5,000 samples, it's not a lot at all. (151) with 10 H nonlinearities. Alright, maybe I can do this for myself. The output precision from its initial condition 10 increases. These are lead to good performance over the trained data and expected marginal likelihood of -36. I mean, what does this mean? I mean, 36. So, like, what's the relevance or relativity? We also perform an experiment where we keep the output precision fixed at the equivalent value of the output noise. We compare two networks. We also perform an experiment where we keep the output precision fixed at the equivalent. That means you don't at the equivalent of the output noise. That means you don't. That means it's just for the parameters. The small level demonstrates the expected behavior, restricting the flexibility of the predictive distribution. Comparative comparison, a much higher frequency component, although still passes through the training points. Both these models shown. Okay. The estimated marginal like taken on samples suggests a smaller and explain just as well. Then we should use a smaller model. Yeah. One of the advantages allows to jointly integrate with hyperparameter. Therefore, we show the cross-match hyperparameter over in Figure 4. The majority of the precision hover around the initial condition setting of the one where the bias has the most variance. Where's Figure 4? Oh, what the heck is this? What? But how does this tell me anything that I want to know? I mean, wait, I don't understand. What am I supposed to get out of this plot? So in this case, you are not looking at the hyperparameter. My computer's lagging again. What is the issue here? I keep saying hyperparameters. Hyperparameter samples for the precision. Huh? Hyperparameter samples for the precisions. Wait, am I tripping? God, what the heck is happening? Maybe I can close this. Okay, so okay. So there is still the tau. The bias in the last layer tends to vary the most. That's interesting. Why? Okay, alright, this is nice. Interesting. Okay, let's move on. Actually, I should really read this one. Oh my god, hey, this looks exactly, this is like what I needed. From posterior manifold. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's go on. Oh, jeez, I'm tired. Scaling HMC for BNN with symmetric splitting. So just now I saw something about. So the idea was that to scale things. Well, scaling just means when your problem becomes big, is your method gonna be is the size of the problem gonna give you a penalty, right? So if your size of problem is twice as big and your problem is twice as expensive, that's fine, right? Because it makes sense. But if your problem is twice as big and then you find that your cost is 8 times more, I don't know, 4 times more, then it means to say that there is a non-linear scaling, and oftentimes it's non-linear, but if oftentimes it's very, very bad. Like if it's a cubic, then it's usually quite bad, or even worse. So by scaling, it means we want ways we want methods such that when we scale up the problem, the cost and everything, storage, whatever cost, I guess the cost of space and time remains somewhat reasonable. So I think something like cubic is already not very good. So maybe quadratic or linear would be fantastic, or log linear maybe. Yeah, so just now the approach has to do with taking a large system and then using a simplifying assumption to define a Riemannian manifold HMC such that the Riemannian metric can be computed at a low cost, right? And that's good. So that has to do with modifying the system, the Hamiltonian system. Here we are doing a splitting in as far as I understand, it has to do with the integrator itself. I am not sure. Okay, let's quickly give a read. 11 pages. All right. Actually, where does Alan Cobb work now? Is it Oxford or US Army? SRI International. What is that? Oh, hold up. He just graduated PhD last year. What the heck? What an amazing guy. What the hell is SRI International? Non-profit research institution in California. Alright. Oh, Washington. Ah, I see. Very, very cool. Okay. Okay. Actually, what I want to do for at least for the recent project has a lot to do with this. So actually, if we can modify, we can. I feel like you can easily. Well, I don't want to say easily just yet, but it feels like this can be integrated into the reflected HMC at least. Okay. So yeah, this is saying stochastic gradients. All right. Okay. I am not familiar with splitting, so this is interesting. Augmenting the Hamiltonian to increase the feasibility of implementing this well-known approach. Yet it has been relatively untouched by the machine learning community in recent years, with majority effort focused on stochastic approaches. If you go back to original work, we see the introduction of splitting according to data subsets. Motivation for splitting was to improve. Now I remember what splitting is. That means you break up your Hamiltonian into chunks, right? So this one. Yeah, it's this one. So yeah, you can break this up as a sum, and then you can do them independently. So the mapping. Oh no, okay, but there's some errors involved. Yeah. With TI being the map defined by applying dynamics based on H4. Right, so that means if we update one after the other, we are good. Right, okay. Alright. Take a toilet break real quick. Alright. Okay. Maybe the music is getting me too sleepy. Oh, okay. I don't know if I can even focus on this, but let's go. We let k equals 3m terms. What does that mean? Oh, so the splitting. Ah, I see. Right, so you want to make it symmetric. Okay. But this would be like a yeah. Right, so I think the very core intuition behind splitting is that different things takes different costs, and if we are able to separate them out, you know, with some luck, we can overall get faster gains, or rather we can get gains in terms of efficiency. Right, then it will be necessary direct simulation. I'm not super sure, but I feel like if I don't remember anything, that's at least what I should remember. Small step size. The quick portion can be on a small step size, while the costly portion uses large step size. Okay. So that both. Yeah, I feel like I definitely should read this. Not that I will definitely use it in my work, but it seems like a important idea that I should be familiar with. Oh my god, what is this song? Jesus. Okay. Is when the geometry prevents easy mixing. One can look to such as a framework or more scalable approach by semi-separable. Another related line of work, sampling in a transform parameter space and using inverse transform. This transformation can include equivalent. Is it? Oh, is that what it is? Hmm. Okay. Oh. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, one day I have to read this at some point. It's interesting. I'm interested in this. This is possibly useful for me, and just personally, I'm interested in this topic in the sense of, just making sure that the chains are good, right, or able to ascertain the quality of the chain, rather than because so far we have diagnostics, but they all have kind of obvious loopholes, Yeah. So using a combination of them so far is kind of I think the standard approach. But yeah, it's a bit bulky, and not everyone does it the same, and yeah, it's just a little bit messy, I feel. Okay. Function compositions. Yep. Such that the overall symmetric mapping of equation 3 can be denoted as this one, phi u, phi k, phi u, and that's symmetric. It's a palindrome. Finally, it's performed by sampling and then using Hamiltonian dynamics from yes, we are ignoring constants here. Alright, blah blah blah. Split. Yeah, let's go. Splitto. Yes, lime killer. And right can sex and Weingarten. And Weingarten sounds Germany. Uh, M subsets. If you can hear the sounds, I apologize. It's me shuffling cards. Okay, anyway. Because the sequence of mapping corresponding to the Hamiltonian dynamics of each H must be symmetrical if we are to ensure the overall transition is reversible, Hi equals to HQi minus Qs plus 1. It must be symmetrical because this. Wait, why must it be symmetrical? Oh, because we are updating one by one, I assume. Oh, it is tiring. What? Oh, okay, so this is from Neil. Ah, I see what you mean. Oh, okay. Oh. Our symmetrical splitting is structured as H2m minus 1 equals 2m minus m and H2j oh my god, what? So let's say this is 2m minus m. What? Okay, let's say we split into 10 data sets. This is saying that my first term for data set Wake up, bruh. What's this? Oh shoot. What the heck? Huh. Alright, let me just quickly wake myself up. So okay, we have 10 subsets, and then let's look at the first subset. How many terms do we have? We have n minus 1 times 2. So if you have 10 subsets, we are looking at 18 terms, and the first term should be the same as this is 20 minus 2 times 10 . 2 times 10 minus 1. What the is this legit? And h2j equals to 2. I gotta write this down. This is so stupid. I gotta write this down. Gotta write this down. Okay, so h2m minus 1. Okay, well, what the heck? So if m is 10, and then small m is 1, 2m minus 1 is 1, 2 bracket 2m. 2m is 20. 20 minus 1. Oh, 20 minus 1 is 19. 38. What? How many terms do you have, bro? And h2j. The heck is suddenly got j? Ah, okay. Term 2 is the same as 20 minus 1, 19 times 2, 38 minus 1, 37. Ah, okay, so you go okay, so you're doing these, but I don't understand the method. Ah, because the more you split, the smaller each step size. Is that what it is? So previously you have this so you need to order this randomly. Now easily you can always do this, but now this is interleaved like this. In this case you have 4 splits, or rather, yeah, 3 splits, so you have to have 4 of them. Okay, so I mean the algorithm looks simple enough, but what's the catch here? So for L, meaning number of leapfrog steps, for each data set you update the position by half step, and then for each data set you update it by this little gradient. Oh no, wait, but this is fixed. Wait, this is fixed, right? Because this is P. That means this is just gonna be fixed. So you are, I don't get it. For M smaller than M? Oh, wait, is that how it's supposed to be done? That means if this is 1, then that means you run like 9 times. But if this is 8, then you run like once. Wait, is that how it's supposed to be done? Update. Oh, hold up. So U means update. K means update omega. That's clean. Okay, let me just manually jot out, maybe let's say M equals to 3. Then I will do D equals to 2 times n minus 1 equals to 2 times 3 minus 1 equals to 2 times 2 equals to 4. So E divided by 4P, and then you do this for 3 times. Oh wait, for M less than M. So if this is 3, that means I do 2 times. Oh no, yeah, so epsilon divided by 4, and then I do it again. That means that I do this again. I mean, I get that this is reversible, but this is a bit confusing, though. So this corresponds to this, yeah. But why would it be E there? So if it's taking E, but shouldn't it always take these steps then? I'm confused. Okay. So essentially the main idea is that it's a reordering which lead to good result. Very nice, I guess. And because they're all reversible, the composition is good, right? Yeah, the reversible, so everything is at least correct. Whoa, 93? That's great. How many samples are they taking? Per samples are collected. However, the acceptance rates across the schemes vary considerably. However, the acceptance rates. What about cost? Because I mean, if you split it, or do they do naive? Because this is obviously cheaper, right? This is some serious baselining. Okay, I more or less lost interest in this, but yeah, this is good. Number of samples 3,000. What? Okay, but the main idea is that this is good work that I can refer to when it comes to evaluating my results, so I need to remember this. They have some really nice way of presenting the results. So things like mutual information, I've never really used those, or you know, kind of comparing, for example, the just visually discussing the spread is an interesting, I guess, visual way that I never really rely on. I don't think it's necessarily the best way to do things, but depending on the purpose, maybe it's good enough to convince, you know, to be a nice, strong evidence of some type of claim, right? Like in this case, talking about epistemic uncertainty is not so bad. Okay. And here we are, the last piece of work. I am I don't think I can finish this. This is gonna be so tiring. But let me try my best to get an idea what this is. So anyway, R hat is the usual diagnostic for MCMC convergence. But here now they designed this thing called R star, and previously the same author, Aki Vettari, I'm not sure if Ben Lambert is involved in the paper, but Aki Vettari, he had the split R hat, split R hat, or folded R hat, or both, probably split and folded R hat, or something like that. Yeah, so this indicates lack of mixing, but you know, as with most diagnostics or heuristics, or even theoretically, maybe you can't prove that your chain has converged. It can certainly look like it, right? But for these things, the most important thing is that if we did our best to say that it is not unconverged, then hey, it's good enough. Straightforward to implement. Let's see how true it is. Blah blah blah. Uh-huh. The Gelman Rubin R hat. Okay. I see. And that's a good idea actually. Variations across the joint distributions, unlike most existing. Right, I think the main idea of the paper is more or less clear already. It's to say that, well, if it mixes so well, I should not be able to tell which chains, which sample comes from which chains, right? So all we do is we train some classifiers to predict the chains from which the samples come, and if they consistently cannot do better than random guessing, then hey, you converge. And honestly, it's kind of smart. I wonder how it'll work actually. Yeah, the nice part is that you get uncertainty as well. That's a very interesting point. I wonder if this is the same as just comparing the distributions. I don't know. Yeah, the marginal, yes. It is also possible to predict the chain that's generated a given draw if there are differences in the joint or two or more, even if marginal, let's say in figure 2. Interesting. So you can identify univariate mismatches in the marginals as well as the joints due to this, because if right, okay, so I was just talking about, is it the same as just looking at the distributions, but you can see in this case, yeah, it wouldn't work, and this seems to be a good idea. So this is completely reliant on the approach that says that, well, if you can't tell them apart, then they have converged. Technically speaking, I don't think that's necessarily true. You can say that I don't know what to say. I mean, in some sense they have converged, just that they might not be fully explore the correct spaces. I don't know, because you could just get stuck together, right? Then technically your chain wouldn't be mixing. But I guess if you burn in and then you start from distant places, this is a good idea. Okay. I'm not familiar with GBM or RF, but I guess if need be I can always try to learn it. Shouldn't be too tough. Okay, so given a chain wise draw of the target and the test site length as test. For each chain, create test and train set without replacement by making it, so splitting it randomly, and then stack all the trains together and all the tests together. Train the model, identify the train, that means X given X train to go C. For S1 to S test, obtain draw. How do you obtain S draw? Just by indexing, I guess. Predict chain, compare actual chains. Predictive accuracy, ratio to null model, meaning chance. And then so okay, let me just try to be try to understand this a bit. Calculate predictive accuracy. So if it is very accurate, okay, if it's very low accuracy, let's say it's the same as chance, then your overall would be 1. Whereas if it's very accurate, well, okay, wait. So accuracy is a percentage, right? So that means if let's say there's 10 chains, and so that means I expect this to be no better than 110.1. Then this is divided by, so times 10 lah. Whereas if this is very good, it should be very high, right? So this is very high. So if this times 10, for this to be lower than 1, this has to be, but that's not possible. Oh, you can get super poor accuracy, but you shouldn't be worse than chance. So that means higher is worse. For each draw from a classifier fit for each draw in our testing of the simplex of chains, we form a categorical distribution. By comparing this classification to the true classification, we obtain a binary measure repeat this process for each draw, generating whose average yields a single R. We iterate this process, producing a set collectively represent distribution. What is I? For iteration I. What? Generate I draws from R star. Procedure to compute R star, and then procedure to generate I draws from R star. What does that mean? Given test data, number of chains and number of iterations, and fitted model. Obtain test draw, predict chain ID probability. Draw a chain categorically, compare with actual chain, calculate accuracy, then ratio it to the null. Then that gives you I. So we get a bunch, which means you can do, oh okay, so this means you can do so this is, yeah, so you get a bunch of R, which is a distribution of R star. Oh, okay. Heterogeneous variance. So this is just an AR1. Oh, what? Okay, I think I'm done. I mean, I'm pretty tired, but yeah, but the idea is interesting. And if it seems to work quite well actually. And then I can always look more closer if I need to. Alright, cool. Good that I read this. Interesting idea. And this whole area of diagnostics actually I think it deserves more attention, because it is with a proper diagnostic that people can truly compare their results, you know. Otherwise, if everyone use their own methods, you know, then not that it's bad, but we are then indirectly and inadvertently subject to things like confirmation bias and you know, just things that is hard to avoid when, you know, when you want your results to look a certain way, or as long as you hope for it to look for a certain way, you know, you're kind of done actually, that you're vulnerable to those pitfalls. So yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, talk to you guys again. Yeah, better luck for me next time to do my work, and you guys have a good day, and good luck to whatever you're doing now. Alright, see you guys.